Welcome to The Wisdom of the East, your gateway to explore ancient traditions and teachings that emanate from the East. Get ready for an enlightening journey where we unravel age-old secrets and wisdom that have shaped cultures, philosophies, and ways of life. Join us on our channel, where Eastern knowledge takes on a new meaning. Welcome to a place where the wisdom of the East finds a new voice. Today we will meet. What are the most famous styles of Kung Fu? With prehistoric origins, Kung Fu emerged from the Chinese need to defend their territories from enemy tribes and even animals. Over its more than 5,000 years of existence, Wushu, the art of war, or Kung Fu, its name in the West, has been influenced and perfected by tribes scattered across the vast Chinese territory during different dynasties of the empire. Today, there are over 1,000 different styles of Kung Fu, with more than 300 officially catalogued. To perform these techniques perfectly, the martial art has been refined with different combat methods and styles. Many of these styles are based on animal movements but also with a focus on providing physical and mental benefits, aiming to maintain the quality of life for practitioners. Thus, the tradition of Kung Fu has endured for millennia and across generations, making it one of the most practiced sports worldwide. In this post, we will list the most famous styles of this ancient art. Check them out. The 7 most famous Kung Fu styles in the world. Praying Mantis style. One of the most prominent and widespread styles of Kung Fu was developed by Master Wang Lang over 350 years ago, inspired by the fast, aggressive, and flexible insect. Legend has it that, during a meditation break in nature, Lang witnessed a confrontation between a praying mantis and a cicada. Despite the larger opponent, the small insect was not intimidated and, with quick movements of attack and defense, defeated the cicada. From that moment on, the master was fascinated by the sagacious movement of the animal and began to observe each of its gestures with utmost attention when threatened. Thus, the extremely technical and versatile style emerged, incorporating offensive and defensive movements, both strong and light, involving hands, fists, arms, and especially elbows. Broadly speaking, it focuses on self-defense but also on hitting the opponent to limit their strength and compromise their balance. Northern Shaolin style. Developed in the Shaolin Buddhist temple in northern China, this style is one of the major references in the martial art world and the precursor to various other variants of the martial art over the generations. The technique comprises a set of 72 different skills, based on short and long tailless, choreographed movements, involving hands, feet, knees, and elbows, high kicks, sweeps, and falls. Always with broad, agile, and aggressive offensive and defensive movements, aiming to hit vital points on the opponent's body. The Buddhist concept emphasizes the balance between the physical and the mind, known in this case as 6 harmonies. It consists of 3 external harmonies, shoulders and hips, elbows and knees, and hands and feet, and 3 internal harmonies, mind and intention, intention and chi, energy, and chi and strength. Thus, these combinations aim to provide greater strength, endurance, elasticity, speed, balance, and concentration, as well as improve the breathing of practitioners. Eagle Claw style. This style also originated from the Shaolin Temple and was skillfully perfected by the warrior Fei, a general in the Chinese army. He disseminated his techniques through his officers, who then passed them on to their soldiers. The method involves strengthening the fingers of the hands, forming a kind of curved claw to perform grabs, immobilizations, locks, and twists, sometimes resulting in the breaking of opponents' bones. Even after Fei's death, his technique was passed down through generations and refined over time with the addition of jumps, leg movements, and kicks. Today, Eagle Claw style is practiced worldwide, recognized for its 108 different locking techniques and for requiring extreme dedication and discipline from its practitioners. Hung Gar style. Hung Gar is one of the main styles of Kung Fu, characterized by simultaneous attack and defense movements, based on 5 fundamental animal techniques: dragon, snake, tiger, leopard, and crane. Also known as Tiger Claw style, Hung Gar originated from the Qing dynasty and emerged after the destruction of the southern Shaolin Temple in the 18th century. Despite the massacre, some monks survived and continued to pass on the legacy to their disciples. One of them, Hung He Kuan, built a new Shaolin temple in southern China to continue teaching the traditional kung fu forms, which later became known by his name, Hung Gar. The family Hung boxing, in free translation, features stable movements, direct penetrations, and low and strong positions, focusing on the strength and endurance of the upper limbs, especially the hands, with emphasis on the combination of bridge hand and tiger claw. Choix fu style. This traditional technique is known worldwide for applying quick kicks and punches based on highly flexible movements. According to history from the 19th century, the young Chan Hyung received his first martial arts training from the Shaolin monk Choi Fok. Years later, the master introduced him to Lei Yaoshan, renowned for his fierce fighting technique full of agile movements. For almost a decade, Chan Hyung learned the fundamentals of the Leigar style. Encouraged by his progress, the masters motivated him to climb Mount Bokpai in central China to find Qingqiu Wursern, known as the Green Grass Monk, a former Shaolin monk. After much insistence, Hyung was accepted by the reclusive monk, who taught him all his martial arts knowledge, especially the legendary Buddha's palm technique, a powerful palm strike, and herbal therapy with Chinese herbs. Upon returning home, Chan Hyung proved to be a distinguished and very talented warrior, becoming admired for incorporating the new style, which was named after his three masters, Choi, Lei, and Phut, the latter expressing Buddha, the religion of his third mentor. White Crane Style. Originating from the Ming Dynasty, the White Crane Style, Pai Ho, arose from observing the movements of the bird when in danger. According to legend, this happened in Tibet when a monk witnessed the crane being attacked by a monkey. With agile and precise movements, the crane demonstrated excellent evasion to nullify the monkey's attacks and, with a decisive blow to a vital point, the eyes, gravely injured the primate, which fled. From then on, the monk adapted these movements, creating a new fighting system with 8 fundamental techniques based on quick evasive actions, kicks, twists, and precise attacks on vital points. For a long time, this style was used by soldiers of the Ming Dynasty to protect the royal family and gave rise to many other variants based on one of the most acrobatic and harmonious styles of Kung Fu, Tai Chi Chuan style. Although not considered a style of Kung Fu per se, Tai Chi Chuan is one of the most complete martial arts and gives rise to various other branches. It integrates self-defense techniques with slow and smooth movements focused on physical and mental health, aiming for correct breathing to calm the mind, muscles, and nerves. Basically, a form of active meditation. It emphasizes mental balance and total concentration of energy to perform slow and graceful movements, called forms, in a chained and fluid manner. These forms vary in size and sequence, with 75 or even 83 movements in the oldest style, or shorter ones with about 19 evolutions. Moreover, as it is a modality that works more with breathing and concentration, Tai Chi is considered one of the internal styles of Kung Fu, unlike the previous styles, considered external, as they exercise the body and the physical part of their practitioners. In conclusion, although it has a combat character, immortalized by Chinese monks and masters, including the icon Bruce Lee in cinema and television, we can see that Kung Fu can be practiced by all kinds of people, of any age, precisely because it is a complete martial art. If you liked, comment, share and see you in the next video.